Good afternoon and welcome once again. It's the weekly update with Kyle Johansson and the mayor. I was just out on the street talking with somebody, and it was like, this week felt like fall, an early fall, but it has felt really nice outside. I was even in someone's office and they had their heater going on because things are changing. But Kyle, how much longer are we going to experience this beautiful weather, or are things going to start warming up?
So for today we got a mix of clouds and sun, slight chance of a rain shower, high of 81. Tonight, sun clouds this evening will give way to mainly clear skies overnight, low 58. Tomorrow we got mostly sunny skies, high 83, low 59. Friday we got mostly sunny skies, high of 86, low 65. Saturday we got partly cloudy skies, high of 84, low 66. Sunday we got scattered storms, high of 83, low 66. Monday we got scattered storms, high of 79, low 65. Next Tuesday we got scattered storms, high of 81, low 64. And next Wednesday we got isolated storms, high of 81, low 64. And coronavirus, our active cases count, the CDC has dropped our county from high to medium, from orange to yellow, which is actually good now because we are seeing our active cases coming down. Like back in late July, we had about 563 active COVID cases, and last week we had roughly about 500 active COVID cases. So we're starting to trend back more down, I think, because the part of it that we are past the peak of the BA.5 sub-Omicron variant, which is actually some good news. And coronavirus vaccines are still out there. They're saying by September 1, there'll still be boosters ready to go for from 5-year-olds to 45-year-olds beginning September 1, which is actually going to help us get more antibodies ready to go, and should be good news for these protect ourselves from the winter surge we still could have. We don't know when it's going to arrive yet, but we're slowly starting to see it, but we're still plateauing, which is kind of good. And Novavax is still out here. Just right now, 4 coronavirus vaccines. There's J&J, Pfizer, Moderna, and Novavax. So there's 4 COVID vaccines now. There was 3, but now there's now 4 of them, which is actually... Now, the 4th coronavirus vaccine, Novavax, is now a booster shot, which is actually good news. Now we have 4 coronavirus vaccines for boosters now. And monkeypox, more universities right now, even Ohio University, is encouraging students to get the monkeypox vaccine because they're already seeing there are now monkeypox cases near the Ohio State University area, and there's been some in our area. They're saying that monkeypox vaccines, you probably should try to get it for students before they start to go to class on Monday. Then protect yourselves from these monkeypox viruses going around. And it's kind of like COVID, but it doesn't spread as easily as COVID does. In sports, we got volleyball on Friday. It's the Green White exhibition game. The second one at 7 o'clock. It's free. Convo at 7 o'clock. And then not long after that, we got field hockey at home the 28th. Then the 1st of September is the first football game. Then the 4th is the Churn Gold soccer game, Chesterfield Field at 1. And then the 9th and 10th of September is the Bobcat Invitational volleyball. And then the 10th of September, the OU football team goes to Penn State University, which is where State College is, which is where I went for Weber Camp in 2015, which is where AccuWeather especially filmed at, and I went there in 2015, and not long after that, we got Parents Week, in which Parents Weekend, it's actually a lot later this year than it was last year. Like last year, it was like 2 weeks after when all the students came back for classes. We're seeing more students already coming back day by day by day. And OU started school on Monday, after C school started school on Monday. Even some schools just started today in county. Like Alexander just started today. And a lot of schools in Ohio started actually next week. But the schools in New York City, they don't start till like after Labor Day weekend, which is, they get another whole month off left to go, which is actually a good option for New York City because maybe they try to get ready for the peak of hurricane season, which is, we're starting to see this uptick of tropical activity now. In the peak of hurricane season, there's not one, there's 2 peaks. There's one on the 10th of September, and the other one's in the middle part of October. I think October 25th is the second peak, which is when you get these frontal boundary stall over the Gulf of Mexico. You get the Central American Gyre, which creates tropical cyclones on either side of the basins, even the Atlantic or the Pacific side. So we are starting to see that tropical activity. It's almost that time of the year This is how we get our major hurricanes. These big tropical waves travel all the way across from Africa, come to the Atlantic, and fuel on these warm sea surface waters. Even in the Gulf of Mexico, temperatures right now near Houston, I think, are like 87 degrees right now, which is kind of like bath water. So try not to be out in the bath water right now near Houston. It's 87 degrees Fahrenheit, water temperatures in the Gulf of Mexico already in Texas.
There you have it. All right, thank you, Kyle. The other thing is, and I've mentioned this before, the city of Athens receives data on the Omicron variant and COVID-19 in general through our viral load sampling. That is, the assays are conducted by Dr. Karen Kashkana at Ohio University, and we've been watching those closely as well. It's tested twice a week, and we are seeing a downward trend in the viral load at the 4 sample sites around the city: Richland Avenue, the Depot lift station off of West Union, the library station near the library, obviously, and then the head of the wastewater treatment plant. And then there's the university has gone back to sampling at all res halls. They started doing that recently as the residence halls are starting to, or will begin to fill up with students again. And again, those good news is that those viral load sampling results are showing a downward trend in the viral load, which gives us a 4 to 7 day advance notice as to what things are going to look like with cases as they continually evolve. So I wanted to get that out there. Speaking of the students moving back, this weekend is going to be a big weekend. We've already seen a number of students who have leases off campus. The U-Hauls are lining Court Street and other streets in the uptown area and apartment units throughout the city that the students are moving back. They'll be back in the classroom this Monday. But the residence halls on campus are going to be busy in the next, this weekend, and actually starting tomorrow. On Thursday, East Green is going to see the first year students moving in. Friday, we're going to see other greens where students are moving in, so a lot of activity there. And then second year students, it looks like they're going to be largely moving in on Saturday and Saturday. And there will be students, second year students living over at River Park Apartment Complex. Interesting problem for the university to have. I don't view it as a problem. I just view it as student enrollments going back up again, which is a great sign because they have a large number of students. I believe it is well over 4,000 new freshmen coming into OU this year, which is a good problem to have. So they're going to be kind of diversifying where second year students are going to be allowed to live. So you're going to see a lot of activity. I'll just leave it at that. Some of the other things that are worth noting right off right out of the gate with street closures, this is important. West Washington, we identified an issue and replacing a water line valve. So with that water line valve, we're going to be going under a boil order issued after that work is completed. That work started today at 9 a.m. and hopefully it's going to be completed. But again, that is West Washington Street between South Lancaster and Smith Street. So keep your eyes open for that, the work, and then just note that there will be a boil order that goes into place after the fact. City boards and commissions public meeting training. This is a training that's going to be going on for people who serve on various boards and commissions. It's going to take place, I believe, here in council chambers. Scott, if you could fact check that. It is council chambers. It's going to be on August 24th between 6 and 7 p.m. here in council chambers. And it's going to be covering everything from sunshine law to Robert's rules, things of that nature. So we'll have a number of board and commission members coming to that. Keep that in mind. Another thing that we're working on, speaking of boards and commissions, is we're working on having a second kind of a boards and commissions appreciation evening. We did this back in 2019 at the community center, and as we are finding our way out of COVID, we're planning to have another one. We're hoping to have it sometime in November, but stay tuned on that. Utility billings office is going to be closed on the 24th of August, and it's closing for training. It will be open again on the 25th, so just make note of that they will be shutting down to go through training. I believe this is the racial equity training that we are going through for all city employees, and the utility billing will be on August 24th. The Ad Hoc Pedestrian Accessibility Committee is going to be meeting in here in, about 16 minutes. Here in council chambers. The Planning Commission will be meeting here in council chambers tomorrow at 12 p.m. And I know that we have several communications and cases coming up. And as usual, City Council is going to be meeting August 22nd here in council chambers. And I don't remember, Scott, I'm assuming that that's going to be committees. And then August may also have a fifth Monday.
Yeah, there's 5 Mondays.
Thank you, Kyle. I knew you'd know the answer to that one. But Scott, if you could just reconfirm that for me, that would be wonderful. Correct. Not meeting. Fifth Mondays, we typically don't unless there's some emergency meeting that we have to have and pulling city council in. Another thing I want to share with everybody is that the Director of Arts, Parks, and Recreation, Catherine Ann Jordan, just sent me an update for the pool hours as we're approaching a couple weeks out from the end of our 2022 swimming pool season. So starting this Sunday, the 21st, the splash pad will be open. Leisure pool, the lap lane pool, and the dive well only will be open from 12 to 6 p.m. On Monday and Wednesday, moving forward, splash pad will be free at 10 a.m. and from 10 to 3. And then it'll be open splash pad, leisure pool, and lap lane only from 3 to 7 p.m. Tuesdays and Thursdays, again, splash pad free from 10 to 3 p.m. Then the lap swim only will be 3 to 7 p.m. Then on Friday, same with the splash pad being open free from 10 to 3. And then the pool will be open, the splash pad will be open, the leisure pool will be open, and the lap and dive only on Friday from 3 to 7 p.m. Saturday, it looks like, again, free splash pad from 10 to 7 p.m. Also celebrating the skate jam that is going on here in the city. Then Saturday, lap swim only will be from 10 to 12 p.m. and then all pools open from 12 until 7 p.m. So there you have it for the hours as we move further into the waning pool times and hours, which is typical here in the city of Athens when a number of the lifeguards go back to school. They start next week, and then some of our city staff, pool staff, go back to their regular jobs as well. So keep that in mind, that there's an amendment to the pool hours. The other thing I want to share real quick before we go into our closeout is Kyle Johansson has been here on the dais with me for the weekly updates with the mayor and Kyle Johansson for 3 years, 3-year anniversary this week or thereabouts. So Kyle, it has been a great 3 years, and I'm looking forward to the next 3 years or longer.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a hallmark day. So thank you, Kyle.
You're welcome.
All right. I will say farewell until our next weekly update with the mayor, but I know Scott and Ryan have something special they want to share with Arts, Parks, and Recreation. So thanks for watching, and please check us out again for the next installment of the weekly update with the Kyle and Mayor show. We'll just change the name at some point in time with the weekly update with Kyle Johansson and the mayor. Thank you.
Jordan, the Director of Arts, Parks, and Recreation in the City of Athens, and today we are going to check out all of our parks. At the East State Street Park campus, we have the Community Center, skate park, outdoor basketball courts, a roller hockey rink, tennis courts, the Athens City Pool, the dog park, and we also have several community gardens that you can check out. We're also located right on the bike path, so you can access the bike path or the city from either way. And this will also be the site of, in the future, 2 new tennis courts and outdoor pickleball courts. At Sells Park, we have miles of hiking trails and biking trails that connect to Stroud's Run State Park. We also have a pond that you can fish in or you can lounge by. We have a storybook trail that is monitored, and the story is changed out by Athens Public Library. So that was a collaboration between Arts, Parks, and Recreation and Athens Public Library. And we also, on our entrance ramp into the park, we have a welcome blast off kids walk that was painted by the Girl Scout troop. At Highland Park, we have a playground, a shelter house, a basketball court, and green space. At West State Street Park, we have several ball fields. We're also using this space for our soccer programming, so we now have some soccer fields in West State Street Park. We have the Westside Community Gardens. We have 2 shelter houses, some play equipment, and we also have some outdoor fitness equipment as well. This will also be the site of new restrooms that will be hopefully under construction in the coming months. At Southside Park, we have 2 different spaces. We have what is known as the Richland Avenue Playground, so that is behind me. That's right on the corner of Richland Avenue and Dairy Lane. We also have a Humanities in the Park story walk that was installed recently at the Richland Avenue site. And then at the other Southside location, which is just down Dairy Lane a little bit, we have another shelter house. We have the Put People First. There's a ball field, an outdoor basketball court, and an outdoor volleyball court. At Camp Rotan, we have about a mile walking loop. This is located off of Longview Heights Road. It was donated by the Athens Rotary, and there are several Boy and Girl Scout projects along the trails that you can check out.